Hi, I'm Katie. I'm going to show you how to get a speedy blowout with a little bit of bevel on the ends. Stick around, I hope you'll enjoy this. So first step, you want to detangle your hair. I always go with a paddle brush, either a big or small one. I'm gonna use a big one. And before I get my brush in there, detangler, I'm using Redken's One United. Mids and ends, keep it off the root. Leave-in conditioners have glycerin usually in them, and they will make your roots greasy real quick if you put any kind of moisturizing, conditioning, emollient, or glycerin-based product in there. So get all those tangles out. I used my tangle teaser in the shower, so I got a lot of the knots out. Next, establish your part. So to get volume, I have super fine hair. I love thickening sprays. They're super lightweight and they'll give you a ton of volume. You can also grab a mousse. So I'm going to use Verb's thickening spray. It's called their volume spray. Verb is super inexpensive, so I grab their products a lot, and they also are really effective for me. So I'm getting this all on the roots first. Bumble and Bumble has a really great thickening spray. Mika has their Brooklyn It's Brooklyn Bombshell spray, very similar as well. I get better results with the Verb spray. And you can also spray on mids. Thickening sprays will give your hair memory, it will give you volume, it will also help your scalp if you're super oily. And then I will use a blow dry balm on my mids and ends. TG has a great one, it's their After Party. I also love Rusk's, this is an old one, I don't know if the packaging is different. It's their Shine Enhancing Lusterizer. I still have product in here, so I'm gonna use some of that. All of your hands, mids and ends only. Use prayer hands to drag it down. Okay, because my hair is so fine, I'm not gonna section it. I'm just gonna go in with a rough dry. I like to divvy my hair in half and start in the back of my head and get all of that wetness out. And then I'm gonna show you guys a trick to get volume at the root using no tools, just your hands. It's super easy. And then once I have a lot of the moisture out, I'm going to grab a polishing paddle brush with boar bristles to give me extra shine. And then for a little bit of curl, I'm going to use a small metal core round brush. This is one by Olivia Garden. They're super affordable as well. So to blow dry, I'm using my Samvia Pro Ionic blow dryer. Again, it's only a pound. It's super lightweight. I've had this for like 6 years. These are great blow dryers. These are my favorite blow dryers. Highly recommend. I'm gonna start off on not high heat, medium heat, and I'm going to bump up the speed and get started. So I am rough drying my hair right now. I recommend to start in the center back of your head because your part line drops in the back of your head down towards your neck. So that means that there's more hair in the back of your head. So I always start here, even when I'm blow drying clients, and I'm just flicking the concentrator around, getting airflow, getting that moisture out. Don't be afraid to use your hands. They are great at absorbing moisture. So right now I am massaging my roots, getting a lot of that moisture out. And I'm switching hands, doing the same technique to get that moisture out. Now I'm going to put my fingers against my scalp, and I'm going to use my hand almost to create volume at the root. And I'm going to place the concentrator over my hand to dry that hair in place. A great trick if you have colics is to use a comb and pull the colic down with the comb. You're going to put a lot of tension on that colic and get it dried into place. You can also use the comb and create like an X pattern. If you have a really severe colic, you really want to get it to lay flat. If you have a lot of baby hairs around your hairline too, this is a great technique to get the baby hairs to lay flat. You can use the fine side of a comb if you have a lot of baby hairs. So again, I'm using my hands pressed against my scalp, and I'm letting the hair bevel over my hand to get volume. This is a great technique to get easy root lift, easy volume. Your hair has memory, so whatever shape you dry it in, it will somewhat remember that shape. If you're adding heat to it, you're setting it in that shape. So if you don't want to use a round brush and over direct your hair up, tiring your elbows, tiring your arms, over directing for volume, this is a great way to get speedy, fast root volume with your hand. No better tool, in my opinion. And I'm just continuing this now in my crown, lifting the hair and drying it into place. So if you have colics in the crown of your head, so like the back top of your head, like I do, you can use a paddle brush and a wrap drying technique, which I am showing you right here. You're essentially going to drag the hair around the round of the head and have the blow dryer follow the brush like a trailer on a truck. So I am continuing to use the paddle brush now, and I'm stretch drying the mids and ends in my nape by pulling the hair down. A lot of folks, myself included, have the frizziest or more of your wave pattern in the back of their head or like around the bottom of their hairline. So highly recommend to use a brush to smooth that hair out. And you can switch to a boar bristle brush if you want even more shine. So this brush has a mixture of nylon bristles and boar bristle to really help add shine to the hair. And I will not use this brush until my hair is like 70% dry. It has a lot of tension, and I think these brushes work better on hair that's dry or getting to be dry. You can also use paddle brushes here to add some bend to the hair, even though it's like a pretty flat brush. If you use the ends of the hair in the concentrator, you'll get a little bit of bend and bevel. But these brushes are great for stretch drying like I'm showing you here, especially if you have blonde hair. You really want to polish those ends because blonde hair is a little bit drier due to all of the decolorizing. So now that my hair is 80% dry, I'm going to use a metal core round brush and flick out my front hairline. I am rolling the hair away from the face, and the blow dryer is on a high heat, low speed. The low speed helps to really give you control over the hair. And you can over direct this across your face for added curl and roll it up towards the root, hold it there for a few seconds. The metal in the brush is heating up because of the heat from the blow dryer. So the longer you hold the hair, the more curl that you will get. And voila. So I am going to continue this around my ends, just picking up the hair, rolling the brush up, and just getting a little bit of curl at the ends to flick the hair out. This look was trending at the Golden Globes. A lot of bobs you saw flicked out, so I'm sure this look is going nowhere. So I'm going to continue with my metal core round brush, flicking out my face frame on the other side of my head. Switch hands with the brush and blow dryer so you're comfortable, and over direct, roll it up towards the face, hold it there for a few seconds. This is most important to do right in your fringe area. You don't have to roll up every section towards the root. That would take a long time. Voila, look at that, beautiful. And I'm continuing to do this just at the ends, rolling up to the mids and holding it there for a few seconds. Following it down. And you don't want the brush like right on the blow dryer. You want it like right, not like that, right like on top of it. If you're directing the concentrator right into the core of the metal brush, you will possibly melt the nylon bristles and start to ruin your brush. So kind of grazing like the top of the round of the barrel, that's what you want to aim to do. So once your hair is dry, it will look like this. I recommend just hitting it real fast with the cool shot of the blow dryer just to help seal the cuticle down and add shine. You just want to make sure that you're holding the concentrator down the hair shaft and you're sealing the cuticle. Yay! So I got a ton of volume from that technique. I beveled my ends, flipped them out. If you want to add even more of a flip out, you can use a curling iron. I'd recommend a 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch iron. My hair is super soft right now. That boar bristle brush really helps to get all of the frizz that I have underneath. I have my tighter wave pattern under here, so that really helps to do a stretch blow dry. And that just means you're stretching the hair, you're pulling on it, and you're getting a straight end result. So highly recommend a boar bristle brush once your hair is like 80% dry. And then most of the blow dry, you'll use your standard paddle brush made out of nylon bristles. I love Denman's brushes. That's who this one is by. And I'll show you how to get even more curl with a curling iron. We're seeing a lot of traditional like ringlet curls going away. So a looser curl is definitely trending. And you're seeing a lot of women with bobs flipping their hair out, like at the Golden Globes. There were a couple of actresses who styled their hair that way, and I thought it was so cute. So here is how you add even a little bit more bevel. Babyliss has great curling irons. They're super lightweight. This is their 1 inch spring iron. I've had this for many years and it has never failed me. So it is heating up right now. I never crank it up to the highest heat. I will typically leave it like in the middle or on a lower heat setting. I think I might lower it actually because we're just working with the ends. And it gets hot really quick. So everything will be flipped away from the face. We're just gonna smooth it as we go. Just kind of bevel those ends out even more. I'm taking big sections again because my hair is really fine. Just gliding the iron down. Don't need to turn it that much. The more you turn it, the more you'll get those ringlet curls that we're trying to avoid. Inserting the hair and just gliding my iron down. Just looking for a little bend. Inserting my iron, the mids, and sliding down. I'm taking huge sections. It's really fast once your hair is smooth and polished. Gliding my iron down. And I'm holding the iron vertically, not horizontally. You could do horizontal, but because my hair is so long, I'm not gonna do that. If you had a bob, that would look really cute. But long hair, I would keep it vertical. So, yay! I really like how this turned out. I'm gonna finish with a lightweight hairspray just to give my hair some memory. I'm gonna use Redken's Triple Pure and spray it from about the can size distance away. Mainly on the ends because I want to have that hair hold. And this is your Speedy blowout look. I hope you enjoyed learning with me, and give it a try. Let me know how it works out for you.